Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park West. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is Friday afternoon. We have 9 races to look at, so let's get to those track and weather conditions. The main track is fast. The turf course firm. The first race on the turf, 1 mile and 1/16. These are claimers, 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the number 6, Omened By.
Racing at GPW. Good start toward the inside for Long Night, who's headed off for the early lead. Moving in the center, that's Kitten's Beauty up to challenge from second. Far outside the Dow, looking for forward position, and down inside goes Two Step Alpha as they run out of the chute and head to the wire the first time. It's Long Night and Chuck Lopez on the engine, 1.25 lengths. From second, Kitten's Beauty back to third, Two Step Alpha. The Dow gets a good spot early. He's fourth, 3 better than Ere, followed by He's a Leader. King's Dream is at the back of the field, and Angelino saves ground toward the rail, separated by about 9 as they chase Long Night. Long Night around the first turn on top by 2.5. Kitten's Beauty, the nearest pursuer, second. Two Step Alpha is third. The Dow follows along from fourth, 3 better than Ere. Then to his outside and moving up a bit as He's a Leader. 3 back to Angelino. King's Dream is last, and Long Night is first. No pace pressure for Long Night. He calls the shots on top by 3. Kitten's Beauty is there second. Up on the outside, the Dow begins to creep closer, and there goes the Dow. He's all the way up into second and making ground as Long Night tries to catch a breather. Back to third in Kitten's Beauty, back to fourth, Two Step Alpha, then He's a Leader in Ere. King's Dream second last. Angelino's been last a long way as they swing to the far turn. On the outside, the Dow issues the challenge to Long Night and now takes an outright lead. It's the Dow and Jaramillo to the top of the stretch in front, 3/4 of a length. Long Night is trying to counterpunch from second, nothing really materializing from the backfield as the first race favorite looks pretty tough. Off the turn in the stretch drive, it's the Dow on top by 1.5 lengths. Angelino swung to the center to try to punch home. Long Night and Ere surfaces as the Dow begins to wander. Here's Ere and Barrios fired up toward the inside to try to get the favorite. Ere surging to the lead. The Dow right back at him. Here's the line. Photo finish. Way too tight to call. The Dow looked beat and then came back on the money and might have got back up. Too tight to call.
Nice performance by the favorite. Number 9, the Dow, fights back to win it and pays $5.40. Owned by Parkland Thoroughbreds, trained by George Abreu, and ridden to victory today by Emicial Jaramillo. We're on the main track for race number 2. It's an allowance optional claimer. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. 7 runners in the field. The off-time favorite, number 1, Aerosol.
And they're off. Good start for Our Next Roll, who's blasted clear to a 2-length lead over Aerosol and Lose Mimi Princess, who try to play catch-up second and third. Motivate is away racing fourth. Followed out wide by Old Fashioned Style and Working Carol K. And then it's 8 or 9 to Denver, who's dropped a long way behind already as Our Next Roll paves the path. It's Our Next Roll and Romero Mirage in front at the half-mile pole by 1.5 lengths. Lose Mimi Princess, the nearest pursuer, second. Aerosol coming under pressure already. She's back to third. Down at the inside, that's Working Carol K trying to run home fourth. Back to fifth, an Old Fashioned Style, then Motivate. And Denver is not motivated, it appears. She's just so far behind right now with less than 5/16 to go. Up front, Our Next Roll has the lead. Here's Aerosol coming to take her on from second. 3 back to Old Fashioned Style, who's a driven third. Down the inside and Working Carol K, and they're at the top of the stretch. Our Next Roll turns first. Aerosol to the attack now on the outside, and now she's up for the lead. Old Fashioned Style is third, trying to close ground as Aerosol hits the front. Final 1/8 of a mile. Aerosol clear. Old Fashioned Style tries to get up for second. Aerosol in front. Aerosol wins by 2.5. Second, Old Fashioned Style. Third, Our Next Roll. Then Working Carol K. Denver closed a lot of ground. She got up for fourth.
Number 1, Aerosol makes it 3 in a row. Very nice performance. Pays $3.40 to win. Owned by My Purple Haze Stables LLC, trained by Terry Pompey, and ridden to victory today by Miguel Vasquez. Race 3, a 1-mile claiming event. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the number 2, Publicist, the off-time favorite, number 6. There goes Bella.
And they're off. From the outside, there goes Vela, one of the first to begin. Camacho riding Spring Mist for the early lead. Whip out on Spring Mist. She's intent on getting to the top. There goes Bella, has a similar idea. And these two with Spring Mist gaining upper control. Spring Mist by a length and a half. There goes Bella's going to have to defer while second. Elusive Harmony is out sprinted 30 early on the inside. Then back to fourth and Did Not Mean It. And the trailer is Tormenta de Oro. It appears a spirited early pace as Spring Mist wanted the lead bad and used a lot of speed to get it, but she's in front by a length and a quarter. There goes Bella is racing from second. Elusive Harmony at the rail third. In between horses Did Not Mean It. 3 wide at the back. The trailer, Tormenta de Oro. Separated by 4 lengths in the run to the half-mile point. With the advantage, it's still Spring Mist in front by 3 parts of a length. On the outside, and there goes Bella from second. Did Not Mean It is now third. Tormenta de Oro moves up a spot to take fourth, and that's all for Elusive Harmony, who's plummeted to last. That's the 5 of them as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Spring Mist only in front by a head as there goes Bella. Makes her move now on the outside. There goes Bella up for a short lead. Spring Mist known to fight back. We'll see if she does. She's second. 4 back to Tormenta de Oro, who's now third. Back to fourth and Did Not Mean It with a quarter of a mile left to go. Now it's there goes Bella on a clear lead. It's almost 2 now. Spring Mist has got her back against the wall. Second down the center and Tormenta de Oro with Did Not Mean It. There's an eighth of a mile to go. There goes Bella's in front. Spring Mist takes another run at her. Did Not Mean It. Down at the inside is third as there goes Bella begins to shorten up a touch. There goes Bella by 2.5. Did Not Mean It is up into second, but there goes Bella is going to hang on here. There goes Bella by a half a length in the end. Second was Did Not Mean It, then Spring Mist and Tormenta de Oro.
Number 6, there goes Bella. Goes by the wire first and scores and gives jockey Emicial Jaramillo his second victory on the card, owned by GV21 Entertainment LLC and trained to victory by Gilberto Zerpa. We're taking a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 4 on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Welcome back. Our 4th race of the afternoon is a 1-mile turf event. These are maiden claimers, 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch the main track only. Number 10, Peace Accord. The off-time favorite, number 7, Brilliant Light.
And they're off. Tufa begins well down at the inside. Night Strings has speed from the far outside. Dasta One looking to cross over, and Dasta One will now put a neck in front. Brilliant Light protects the inside spot, and these two race on from Look Up, who's now third. Night Strings settles in fourth ahead of Tufa, then Not Quite Ready and Tropical Cognac. Second last is Hustle and Heart, and 5 to the trailer, I Have Hope. Into the first turn they go with Brilliant Light on top by a length and a half. Dasta One is there, second. Look Up is third. Tufa now takes over fourth, and down inside fifth is Night Strings. Then Tropical Cognac. Up on the outside, Hustle and Heart has made ground while a bit wide. Second last, Not Quite Ready while under restraint. And 3 to trailing, I Have Hope. Down the backstretch they go. Brilliant Light and Romero Mirage carving out the numbers with a length to work with. Dasta One now starting to creep a bit closer second. Tufa getting a good tracking spot third. Far outside, Hustle and Heart is on a backstretch brush with Look Up toward the rail. Then Tropical Cognac, followed by Night Strings and Not Quite Ready. And still last is I Have Hope. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 3 furlongs left to go. Dasta One on the outside for a neck in front. Tufa, 3 wide and on a move. 4 wide, Hustle and Heart. Brilliant Light holds the inside edge. Tropical Cognac behind a wall of horses trying to get going with a quarter of a mile left to go. Then Night Strings and they're into the drive. Still many chances here. Hustle and Heart on the far outside. Dasta One between. Tufa now strides to a narrow lead. From the outside, Night Strings getting on track late. Final eighth of a mile. Still many chances. Where do you look? Tufa for a narrow lead. Brilliant Light battles on. Hustle and Heart one more time on the outside. Here's the finish. It's a photo finish. It's between Tufa and Hustle and Heart. Really, really close.
Number 3, Hustle and Heart. What a game performance by this horse. Beats out the number 5, Tufa. They finished right next to each other last time. Did it again today. Hustle and Heart pays $11.20 to win. Owned by John Grassi's Racing Corporation. Trained by Marcus Vitale. And ridden to victory today by Semi Camacho. We're on the main track for race number 5. It's a 5.5 furlong sprint. The maiden claimer for 2-year-old fillies. No scratches or jockey changes.
And they're off. Hendiah away well. My Cotton Candy has speed from the inside. Spin to Gold well away. It's a real logjam on for the early lead with Spin to Gold putting a neck in front. Hendiah's away now in second. Princess Dynamite on the outside third. Back to fourth. That's Flat Queen. Then it's another half a length back to the rail, and Creative Award who moves up. She's now into fourth and 4 lengths behind. Trying to follow that move is Mia's Bobtail, racing a length and a half better than Golden Lullaby. My Cotton Candy broke well, but she's now dropped well behind the two at the back, Machita and Caspian Tail. They run around the far turn, and with the advantage, it's Alvarado Jr. and Spin to Gold on top by a length. Princess Dynamite, here's Creative Award, who's made ground for Jeffrey Sanchez. Hendiah, 3 wide and on the outside, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Hendiah who's on the outside of Spin to Gold. Creative Award boxing on between horses with 1/8 of a mile to go. Spin to Gold still has the lead. Creative Award trying to muscle into the clear. Late run down the center from Flat Queen. Final 1/16 of a mile. Spin to Gold has the lead. Creative Award was game, while second, Spin to Gold all the way. Second was Creative Award, got close after that, involves Flat Queen and Hendiah.
It's the first time starter number 2, Spin to Gold. Really looked impressive winning its debut and paying $17.60 to win. Owned by Jonathan Green, trained by Joe Orsino, and ridden to victory today by Roberto Alvarado Jr. And that is race 5. We'll be back with a race number 6 right after these brief messages.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Go Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
The 6th race, 1 mile on the turf. These are claimers, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races, or 3-year-olds. Scratch the 11, Cool Sky. The jockey on the 4 is Carlos Olivero.
And they're off. Toward the inside, Mora's Forever gets the first call. Vitame quickly up to challenge for the top. Here's the gray Una Luna taking in hand. She'll race third. Far outside, Queen Rose trying to work over. She's now into third. Back to 5th early is Queen's Fate. Then to the outside goes Colonel's Daughter, widest of all, Gift of Glory, ahead of Elizabeth's Vow, third last. Second last is Port Salerno, and the trailer is Sweet Moochie. Around the first turn they go, and Vitame has the lead by a length. Queen Rose on the outside is now second. Morris Forever is third. Queen's Fate, Mace is in fourth now, and down at the inside goes Una Luna. Followed by Colonel's Daughter, held up between horses. That's Elizabeth's Vow. Then to the outside, Sweet Moochie. Wider than her is Gift of Glory, and saving ground at the inside, Port Salerno. Down the backstretch they go, less than 5 furlongs from home. And with the advantage, Vitame by a half a length. Queen Rose getting a good run of it second. Morris Forever is third. Racing fourth is Queen's Fate. Then down at the inside goes Una Luna. Half length back to Colonel's Daughter. Then Port Salerno. Elizabeth's Vow gets the shuffle, passed by both Gift of Glory and Sweet Moochie. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn now. Inside 3 furlongs from home. Vitame held together with a neck lead. Queen Rose on the outside second. Queen's Fate now third from the back. Sweet Moochie is now into fourth around Colonel's Daughter, and they're at the top of the stretch. Toward the inside, Vitame. To the outside, Queen Rose. Far outside, Queen's Fate. Widest of all, Sweet Moochie. Late run from Gift of Glory. Final 1/8 of a mile. It's Queen's Fate for a narrow lead. Sweet Moochie on the outside. In between horses, Colonel's Daughter fired up. And Colonel's Daughter is trying to get Sweet Moochie. Una Luna late on the scene. Here's the line, photo finish. Really close, Sweet Moochie photos with Colonel's Daughter.
They come flying at the wire when the smoke clears. It's number 3, Sweet Moochie. To spring the upset pays $34.40. Owned by Team Grande Racing LLC, trained by Chad Stewart, and ridden to victory today by Lionel Reyes. 7th race of the afternoon, 5 1/2 furlongs. These are maiden claiming fillies, 2-year-olds. The first leg of the Stronach 5, one scratch in there of number 4. Whatever you say, dear.
And they're off. Missing the start was Flying My Way, and Begin was a step slow. La Ruby Rosa fired up early past the 5/8 to take a 3-length lead. Up into second is Some Mo Cash. Immaculate Heart is third early. Down at the inside, it's Lady of Quality from fourth, and the big favorite Crumb Bun. A gap of 4 to Begin, 3 more to Godot, and 4 to the trailer, Flying My Way. They make their way past the half mile and move to the far turn, and it's La Ruby Rosa, fleet-footed in the career unveiling, off the turn on top by 3 lengths now. On the outside, Crumb Bun starts to get after quickly. Here's Crumb Bun. Crumb Bun coming right after La Ruby Rosa, and Crumb Bun is now on top. La Ruby Rosa has completely hit the wall toward the inside, and Immaculate Heart second, Lady of Quality into the clear. Begin on the outside, and they're at the top of the stretch, and Crumb Bun has blown this wide open. Final 1/8 of a mile, Crumb Bun and Luca Panici by 5. Immaculate Heart is still second. Toward the inside, that's Some Mo Cash trying to hold on for third. Down the center, here's Godot with a big late run, but nobody gets to Crumb Bun. Crumb Bun an easy winner. Immaculate Heart was second, Godot third, Begin fourth.
Number 10, Crumb Bun, proves much the best in the first leg of the Stronach 5 and pays $3.40. Owned by Eric Worth, trained by Larry Bates, and ridden to victory today by Luca Panici. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the first half of the late Daily Double.
Welcome to my playground. You wanna play nice, here we go. To my playground.
In the 8th race, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. This is the third leg of the Stronach 5. It's an allowance optional claimer. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the number 5 horse in here, Seafire.
And they're off. She's Right Again took a funny step, 1 step out of the gate, the rider's out of the irons. Baroness Von Trapp from the rail trying to get some forward position. Up on the outside, Designing and Southern Sis both move to challenge, and Southern Sis puts a neck in front. Designing is second. Headstrong is Nikki's Cause between horses. At the rail, Baroness Von Trapp. Out 3 wide is Nirvana. Then it's back to Hogan's Holiday. She's Right Again after losing the irons is now right again. Third last. 3 better than White Heel Girl. Janet B does it all as last of the 9 as they circle the first turn. Up on the outside, it's Designing and Haramia who now come on to take the lead. Southern Sis is back to second. Nikki's Cause is third. Nirvana is now racing fourth, while 3 wide at the inside, and Baroness Von Trapp. Hogan's Holiday between horses, 3 wide, and She's Right Again. A gap of 4 to White Heel Girl, and 4 more to Janet B. Does it all. Down the backstretch they go, and up front, Designing continues to show the way, leads by a length. Nirvana is there second. Toward the inside, that's Southern Sis third. Tough run of it for Nikki's Cause. She never settled today. She's back to fourth. Down inside, and Baroness Von Trapp. Then Hogan's Holiday, She's Right Again, 4 wide. The margin is increased back to White Heel Girl as Janet B does it all, tries to get underway as they round the far turn. Designing trying to string them out here. Off the top of the turn, it'll be Designing with the lead. Southern Sis and Nirvana second and third. From the back, and Hogan's Holiday as they wheel for home. Designing still has the lead by 2. Into the clear now, Nirvana toward the outside, and Hogan's Holiday unleashed down the center with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Designing starting to get a bit weary. Here's Hogan's Holiday on the far outside, charging hard. Hogan's Holiday and Lionel Reyes up for the lead now. Southern Sis can't go with her. Hogan's Holiday won it. Southern Sis second. Nirvana ran third.
Number 6, Hogan's Holiday comes flying through the stretch and springs the upset pace, $42.40, and that's the second long shot victory today for jockey Lionel Reyes, owned by John Grassi's Racing Corporation and trained to victory by Marcus Vitale. The ninth and final race, 7.5 furlongs. These are maiden claimers, fillies, 2-year-olds. Scratch the number 3, Share the Magic. Also scratch the number 11, Dalal.
And runners away. Ocean Delight, one of the first to break the line. Toward the inside, Kai-Harned Coda moves to be second. Up on the outside, that's Aurora Nation into the top flight. Also away with speed is One Slick Fact. Far outside, Soul Diva is going to try to avoid being caught very wide. Just inside of her was Miss Sassy's Back. Then With Me, Without Me, and Miss Maru has no early speed and is last of all behind Ocean Delight, who has the lead. Ocean Delight and Eduardo Nunez by a length and a half. Up into second is Feature Creature. Now on the outside third, Aurora Nation. Back to fourth, One Slick Fact. Then it's Miss Sassy's Back ahead of Soul Diva. At the rail goes Kind-Hearted Coda. With Me, Without Me is still second last. And then it's a gap of another 3 lengths to the trailer, Miss Maru. They go to the half-mile juncture, and up front, the leader is Ocean Delight, but only narrowly. Up on the outside, Feature Creature comes to call and does it right now. Feature Creature now takes the lead from Ocean Delight, who's back to second. One Slick Fact is there, third. Back to fourth, that's Aurora's Nation. Fifth is Miss Sassy's Back, then With Me, Without Me. Miss Maru from the back. Soul Diva plummets to last, and up front, Feature Creature has blown this completely wide open. Feature Creature and Alvaro Doniz to the top of the stretch, in front by 6. Trying to run home from the back is Miss Maru. Then in between horses, that's One Slick Fact with a rush. As they come inside the final furlong, did Feature Creature move too soon? It appears that's a possibility, as here's Miss Maru charging hard on the outside. Miss Maru at Feature Creature. Miss Maru's got her. Miss Maru and Jaramillo going away. Feature Creature second. Third was One Slick Fact, then With Me, Without Me, and Kind-Hearted Coda.
Number 6, Miss Mariu closes to win the nightcap and pays $11.60 to win. Owned by Wind of Change Racing Stable Corporation, trained by Victor Barboza Jr. And another victory today for jockey Emicial Jaramillo. In the pick 5, nobody picked 5. 4 of 5, $211.85. A carryover going into Saturday of $16,430.17. In the Rainbow 6, nobody picked 6. 5 of 6, $853.84. Carryover, $33,819.65. And that wraps up Friday's action. We're back here on Saturday with a 10-race card. We've got a 1:15 p.m. post time. Got lots of great turf racing tomorrow. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.